And welcome back. So a lot of people be asking me where my YouTube channel been at. Where you at, OVA? You say you're gonna give us videos every week. We can't see the videos. I'm sorry about that. But one of the things I realized is like I didn't have a setup and I didn't know like how to record back to back. So I had content. I finally like got comfortable with what I wanted to talk about, but recording the videos was an issue. So now I'm going to do a quick dirty version on how I'm doing a very simple basic setup and walking people through the process. This was a video I couldn't get when I was getting started. I saw a lot of fancy stuff. I don't really want fancy. I want stuff that's like, okay, let's just get started, set my camera, cheapest budget available. So if you're looking for a quick dirty way to have your content, not studio, but your content studio setup, that's this video is for you. So stay tuned, let's get it. So there are a couple of things that are important when you're starting out the video, a YouTube channel, or you just want, a video setup for like any of the social media platforms. So one of the things that they said was most important, like checking out a lot of YouTube videos, was the audio. Like you can compromise on video, but if people can't hear what you're saying, that's weird. But that's also weird because a lot of people watch video without audio these days. So um, there's that. But one of the things I had to do was check out what I could get for audio because I'm interested in doing a lot of outdoor videos. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And I got this mic. It's obviously made in China. I hope the blurry thing does catches this. Then it has two microphone pieces and then a receiver. I love it because it's a C-port receiver, but it has an iPhone extension. So the iPhone extension, you could just plug this to the C ports, and you have your lightning cable cord. This is a lightning cable, right? Yeah, whatever that is. And then you have that. It works on an iPhone as well, and you have two mics. Charging one of them now, which is like a C port. And the receiver, you don't need to charge it. You just plug it directly to the phone, and then gets the audio. So I'm going to try this now and see what the difference is like. This is like just directly from the phone. Then I'll plug this and see what the difference in the audio quality is like. So yeah, let's get that. Mic check 1 2 1 2. So yeah, this is the audio with this mic. I hope it's clear, more crisp, because I'm not going to do any audio editing after. That's just that. I do not have lights yet, but this one I stole from my brother who has a tech channel going on. Just for like a table light, it's pretty cool. It has like this, flood thing going on. So I'm thinking if I need it, you can see how like, it's giving me so much more brightness. But I don't know how to do the setup because I don't know, like, I just wanted to test it, but I'm not going to be doing the lights today. Either way, it is not mine. And I'm working without lights. This is just all the lighting that's in my house. Anyway, so I'm recording this video at night, and I don't know what the audio difference would be like, but I'm hoping it was pretty quiet because I closed all the windows. It's in the middle of the night. It's supposed to be quiet anyway. So I don't think any background noise will get in. Either way. So for this, I'm hoping that the audio is, sorted out, and I'll get back to the visuals in a bit. Right.
2,000 years later.
So we got our audio good, and this mic is doing wonders. I really love it. Check the audio quality while I was doing the back and forth, and it's really good. So the next thing we have to do is sort out our visuals, and there are three parts that are key when you're talking about the visuals of like your video quality. So one, you have the camera. Next thing you need is the lighting, and as you can see now, if you're based in Nigeria like I am, you have to have options because electricity isn't constant, so you can't depend on electricity for your 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 lighting, because yeah, we'll say there's the backup, there's generator, but right now while I'm doing this video, there is no light, as you can see, and there's also no fuel. Like, fuel is scarce. Worst part, there's also no cash in the economy because of this new cash policy they're trying to put. So you can totally get screwed. And if you want to, find your way around that, you just have to look for lighting that works, that's not dependent necessarily on electricity. So this is the, non-electric version of what my shoots would be like. Although I'm really sweaty now because it's hot, there are ways around that. I have a rechargeable fan, which, yeah, still dependent on light, but we can always get the sweat thing out of the way. But this one is just trying to see the angle if there isn't any electricity. The best thing is just like stay at the window or do outside, facing, or yeah, you're facing the power source, the light source. In this case, I'm just in front of my window. It gives like that natural effect. At least the light's focusing on me, and then by default the rest of your background has to be dark, so you don't need anything too technical on, oh, let me set up these lights or buy that light. If you have your natural lighting, start there. And the other one I'm going to deal with when there's lights, which I would do the other version of this, it's when I'm just going to be using the basic light in my house. So I was thinking, oh, should I get a ring light? Should I get this? I really don't have the time or energy to look into the lighting effects now. It's just really the quick, simple, easy version, and you can work with the lighting you have. You just need to look at the really good angles. The next thing, the third thing on the list, is the post effects. And that really has to do with if you want to do a little extra touch up, put a little filter. Sometimes you could add maybe like a black and white filter or some things to make things look good, but it's also not like mandatory to like clean things up. I don't think I'm going to do any major cleanup. And this was just to show what the really low version of getting the visuals out with really, really bad settings, no light, hot weather, and just working with the basics. But it can still get done, and it's not so bad. It's not terrible. That's the point. So now the light version. Let's go. Yep, and this is me with the indoor lights. So I'm trying a few things. I'm trying to see if I don't hold my mic, and just wearing this jacket so I can pin it up here and see what that's like, because it's a little bit awkward on t-shirt, but I'll try that in another video. So I'm doing this lighting style because, hey, I'm in my house, and this is not dependent on if it's day or night. I'm working with all the indoor lights in my house. I don't have any extra lighting, so I'm sticking with this. So if I want to shoot anytime in the morning or in the evening, I'm not distracted by the timing of the day, because, hey, I'm nocturnal. I work most times in the night, so I just close the curtains, put on the lights, and bam, we're ready for content. Yeah, so that's it. This is going to be like my lighting setup, and we're on to the next thing. I'm trying to get a new shot, and now I'm standing. The next thing you need to worry about is the camera. But this is something like a lot of people can get caught up on, and it's like, yeah, I need to get a DSLR camera. I need to get really good shots. Do some depth of field. That's the thing, that your background blurs and the focus is here. And yeah, all those shots could come out really well and crisp, and there's a lot you could do in after productions. But phones are also getting smarter, and then trying to get caught up in, oh, I need to use the latest iPhone, the 14 has the best camera. That could also like get you not producing your content. So what I would say is the phone you have is a really good start. If you're watching this video, you most probably already have a smartphone, and it probably does have a camera, and the camera is pretty good. So on this particular one, I'm using my phone. It's a Samsung A52, I think. I don't know where it falls on the scales of cameras, but it's like just pretty okay in my opinion. And it's getting this quality out. So for the camera, don't get stuck on it. As long as you have a phone, use that phone. That's what you got to do. The next thing is where to place the phone, because you need to put the phone in a position and then have your video going on. One really good way you could have that is the phone stand. And for this, I have my Oraimo gimbal. There's a video I did with Cardio. I'm going to link that in the description. It reviews the gimbal, all the good things about it, how it extends, so you could put it and get like a longer view shot. It has the whole selfie stick thing, and then you could plug it to your Bluetooth so you could connect and, you know, toggle on and off your video from a distance without going to the back of the camera, and a lot of things. So getting you a phone stand is really good, and this one is really budget friendly. I'm not going to include the phone cost into this budget because, hey, you should have a phone, so buying a new phone shouldn't count. So this gets you what you should do most of the time. But then I did get a secondary stand, which is a much bigger tripod. It is not compulsory, but I did it because I was envisioning having shots like this. Now, the phone on this shot is actually on the tripod. I'm going to do a flip shot, showing the tripod itself and how it's standing extended. It's a little bit more expensive than this, but just slightly. And you could use that to get your phone. You could get standing shots. You could adjust the spacing you needed, and you won't need to have any like extra support. So a tripod could be included, but then it's also not necessary to get your first shots out there. And what you need next is going to be understanding your space. And that's really just working with the backgrounds you have and seeing like the type of sceneries you can have where you can put your camera in a good position and it gets you in the best position. In an ideal situation where you have like better lights and a proper setup, you could play with a lot about the lighting, the direction. But quick and easy, you really just need to understand your space. Giving you a quick tour of my space now, and we're going to be working in my living room. And as you can see, it's a pretty small space, and it's just like my bachelor pad, nothing too fancy. I just have set up at a few corners my workstation and my bookshelf, and that's basically it. But let's see how many backgrounds I could, play off with off this one. This is a bit of a close-up shot, and why this could work is because, hey, I have a pretty work setup background right behind me, so I could give some activity. It's just that the background is not blurred enough, so it might like take a little attention from what's happening. The lights are really bright there, so not too great, but the background is pretty interesting. This one gives me a lot of inspiration for content. Oh, I could be here just chilling, sipping on some margaritas, doing maybe like a book review. Good stuff. It's not that great. Damn. I have this pretty background too going on here. Bit of a contrast. I could stay away from the black because the black and all. And then I could play with the background. Yeah, I had someone work on this interior setup for me. I didn't do all this setup myself. Utopia Designs. I'm going to link his stuff in, I think is his IG in the description, so you can check it out. Budget friendly interior designs. If you like what you're seeing, check him out. Maybe give him a call. Tell him I referred you. You need to put some, affiliate links in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the backgrounds I like, I'll probably be sticking with a lot, is this black background. It's my curtains. And hey, black is my favorite color. I just like the ease of it. Not a lot of distraction, and but the lighting, I think the angle of where it is in my house kind of works with or without lights. So the cool thing is that whatever it is you choose, you can play around with it and always update it. I also want to try out some shots outside. Right now it's like it's 3 a.m. in the morning, so no outside shots by this time. But that won't be on this video. The next thing you need to consider would be editing, because you need to edit your videos. And similar to how you do your camera, you could do like a lot of things off on a professional camera. You could do stuff on your laptop with, professional editing software like Final Cut or Premiere Pro. But a lot of those things would cost you. I know Premiere Pro will cost about $20 if you convert that to Naira. That's going to cost you somewhere about $20. That doesn't sound like that much, is it?
A few moments later.
About 14,000 a month. That's a little bit pricey. But if you use editing softwares on your phone, like I use Inshot and I did the premium version, it was 3,600 Naira for a whole year. And with that, you could really get all your videos in, edited, I think doing the subtitles is a bit of a pain, but it can be done if you want to do those kind of things there. Anything you need to do, the transitioning, masking, however complicated you want to get it, you can learn and really improve your editing on the phone. And it wouldn't cost you that much, you know. And as you advance, you can always do more technical editing, but the basics is going to be good. This particular video, I'm doing it on Inshot. I personally have Premiere Pro. I have the whole CC suite because of like design stuff that I do. And I did have like some video experience. There was a time where my main hustle was photography and videography, so I know how to do a lot of editing beyond like an amateur level. So um, yeah, but for this particular one, even though I have that knowledge, I haven't been able to apply it because of the time and getting the videos and transferring them and setting it up. But if you keep it in one place, you keep it on your phone, all you have to do is manage the storage, probably get an extra SD card or two, and then you have everything set up on your phone. You do the edits real quick. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you want to see a video on a walkthrough on editing a video all through on the phone, and do the thing that we always say: like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to see you on the next one. Now that I have this thing set up, I know what I want to do. My videos are coming out. I'm not going to say every Saturday, but just look out for the videos on OV Paul EJ. Let's get it.